turmoil, it is none other than Zanu PF. I don't know what was happening with my when I was beginning the live broadcast, but nevertheless, let me continue. So I was saying, if ever a personification of a political party that is in turmoil and crumbling, in intensive unit politically, I mean, this suits very, very well the Zanu PF under the leadership of Emerson Mnangagwa. I think I must say I have never seen Zanu PF rocked by such divisions as the Zanu PF of Emerson Mnangagwa. Now, Emerson Mnangagwa created affiliates, but these affiliates, your Women for It, your Makosi for It, all these parallel structures of Emerson Mnangagwa, Barakashi, they are ripping the men apart. And guess what? He is deciding to act, Zanu PF is deciding to act on these parallel structures. The mind-boggling question is, who is behind this action that has been taken by Obed Mpofu? Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. Remember, initially, when there was Mnangagwa Takwire problem or phenomenon, political phenomenon, Obed Mpofu wrote a certain, released a certain circular through the Secretary for Legal and Affairs within Zanu PF, that is Patrick Chinabasa. The Mnangagwa faction, realizing that this circular was actually targeting them, they had to actually say, no, that circular was wrong. They had to influence also Patrick Chinabasa to amend that circular after Mnangagwa Takwire was ousted from the Central Committee. And guess what? Realizing that these parallel structures, Barakashi, because they are highly divided between Mnangagwa faction and the retired General Chiwenga faction, and they are rocking Zanu PF, releasing information that they are not supposed to release, leaking information to us, and this is really causing serious trouble within Zanu PF. Zanu PF is a house that is if we can actually liken it to a house. And guess what? At the moment, Obed Mpofu has decided to actually release a document stating that these affiliates must apply to be affiliates of Zanu PF. And there is a list of requirements they must submit through the office of the Secretary General to be incorporated within Zanu PF. I'm sure this decision may have been influenced by the retired General Chiwenga faction after realizing that there was so much harm in terms of information dissemination within Zanu PF. As such, they are trying so hard to prevent information dissemination within Zanu PF. But I think in my view, it is rather too late for them to do so. Zanu PF is ripped apart left, right, and center. And this shows the panic mode associated with Zanu PF. This shows that Zanu PF is indeed a party in crisis, a serious crisis, but they are in self-denial. But the question is, if this instruction has been given by retired General Chiwenga to act on this affiliate group, such as Women for It, all these parallel structures named after Emerson Mnangagwa, which have been going after retired General Chiwenga, be it on social media, when a decision is taken by Zanu PF, they go to social media, they complain, they write all sorts. I mean, when they are talking of these actually parallel structures, they are referring to structures such as, I see also Mnangagwa Takwire is not coming as an individual to respond to political, political issues unfolding in Zanu PF, he has actually decided to use a social media group called a social media handle called Friends for Mnangagwa Takwira. Is not coming directly, and these groups are actually acting as affiliates of Zanu PF. Now, there was a press briefing by Chris Mutsongo. They came hard and nailed Chris Mutsongo about that press briefing. Though I think we should always be appreciative, especially us who are not within Zanu PF, having an individual like Chris Mutsongo holding that position, because he spills a lot of beans. He makes us to understand what is happening within Zanu PF. He actually reveals a lot of hidden information that we are not privy to, and we get to understand why certain things have historically transpired within Zanu PF. Otherwise, without such reckless individuals within Zanu PF, we would not have known, especially about the issue of Mnangagwa Takwira. Remember the faction of Mnangagwa, as soon as I think there was a publication, an online publication in Zimbabwe, released that information, they even threatened to actually shut down that publication, saying it was lying. But the publication was telling the truth. When they saw some of us coming to really concretize that something of that nature transpired within Zanu PF, they backtracked. There is a lot of disseminating a certain factional information and then drawing back after a certain instruction also has been given by the other faction, and all that goes to explain that there are two bulls within Zanu PF, and these bulls are seriously engaged in intense fighting that is ripping the political party on a daily basis. Now that there are requirements for these affiliates, because they are saying these affiliates are actually using funds from Zanu PF, they are fundraising on behalf of Zanu PF and contributing in terms of dividing the Zanu PF. How good it is, especially for a political party that created such systems to hound the people of Zimbabwe, for such systems to now hound it back. What a music that's actually ringing in our ears. I think I must predict that this will not end until Emerson Mnangagwa is gone. You see, all this disorder, it is happening because Mnangagwa has overstayed his time within Zanu PF. That is why there is this shinishing, a lot of actually nonsensical developments that are happening within Zanu. It is because Mnangagwa has overstayed his day, and you can tell that two instructions are given within one organization. There is absolutely no one center of power at the moment in Zanu PF, and what has worsened it is the creation of these parallel structures. The leaders of these parallel structures also, it has led to these leaders creating some groups which are loyal to them, obviously using the money that is actually dispersed by the party. It must be, I think we've seen this scenario on and off within Zanu PF. At one point they had to fire the trolls of Zanu PF, and then Mnangagwa backtracked, he returned them. So you can tell there is someone, and also I think it must be very difficult, especially for bootlickers like Obet Mpofu. Just imagine, you are told by Chiwenga, do this, he acts on that, he does it. Mnangagwa comes and say, no, who said you must do this? No, that must not be done. Do this. And you don't know exactly what the future holds when it comes to these two leaders who will eventually overcome the other leader. And what will happen if you are resisting the instructions given by a certain leader to act in a certain manner? It must be difficult. We will see this drama unfolding as the days progresses. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button. And for our members who are the heartbeat of this channel, you can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also, I would like to apologize. I'm in a working environment. There are a lot of shenanigans that are happening around me. So please make sure that I apologize in advance for any inconvenience. But I think the message was disseminated. Nevertheless, once again, let me love and leave you. Do remember also to follow us on our social media platforms such as X, formerly Twitter. We are from Panic Global News. And also on Facebook, we are from Panic Global News. Let's follow those channels. We will be uploading the content